column 5. As we've seen that the columns is a journey of evolution of the consciousness and love, column 5 stress or create the end of the split between me and the other, but it is the place which actually allow love to develop in its highest aspect, love to that which is other than me. In column 4, we loved the family. We loved our children. It was easy. And in the column 5, we are invited, humanity is invited to the next step. Can you love something which is other than yourself? Therefore, column 5, if you will notice, is only present in the dicotyledon. In the monocot, you have only column 6 and 4. Column 5 technically it's not there. You cannot deal with me and the other in the monocot, because monocot, it's mono-me. You need to have an other in order to deal with yourself and the other. So it's only in the dicotyledon. But the pathology, of course, is a split. So we will be talking about the dicotyledon in column 4. It's 5. It's called the Rosidea, named after the roses. So the whole column is called Rosids. And it has quite a lot of families and plants and a lot of remedies, which some of them are unknown. And here the feminine element is being not only battling, but being subdued and suppressed by the masculine. The masculine and the feminine are totally split in column 5. And this create, because we are in truth one, this creates the suffering. This is the cause of the suffering, where the split and the masculine and the feminine doesn't speak, and the masculine try to suppress the feminine, call it hysteric. Now the masculine element, which is essence, is doing, walking the way, a straight arrow forward, as opposed to the round circle of the feminine. The masculine, it's about setting goals, achieving target via the consciousness. The feminine says, I am. The masculine says, I do. The feminine says, I am what I love. The masculine says, I am what I do. As humans, we have both. But if someone is in column 5, then the masculine element is dominant. And this dominance is what creating the pathology. But this pathology is based on something. It is not just a pathology in vain. It is pathology on the need of humans to grow, the needs of consciousness to grow. This is something that we must understand. We allowed this to happen because men must ascend to a greater love, the ability to love the other. And to have an other, we have to have a split. And to have a split, we needed to have consciousness. And this is only something that the masculine force, the carbon element, which gives shape to everything in our world, can do. So in column 5, we will try again to learn the secrets of relationships, but suffering the result of the drying of the feminine element. That means drying up will be a very important quality in column 5. Drying up and therefore rigidity. Think of a leaf. When the water leaves it, in the end it becomes dry and crumble. The water is the feminine element, and now it is leaving us more and more and more. The pathology is oftentimes because of that. And we meet the other. Now, in column 5, there is a creation of the living soul, as opposed to the planet soul that was created in the 4th day, or in the 3rd day, I would say. And this is the precursor for consciousness, the precursor for the living creatures, the animals. But for animals, it is says, in order to multiply, it is says, be fruitful and multiply. That means you have to split and be 2. Because to multiply is possible, but only between male and female. So the split here is very clear. Now, in the 5th day of creation, which is the base of the 5th column, not only living creatures are created, but they are also named. And the animals were brought to Adam, which means to the consciousness, and see what he would call them. And calling a name in the Kabbalah means seeing the essence. In some, you know that in some, I would say, which groups and places like that, you never say your real name, because if you say your real name, you give power to someone else. So giving the name means awareness of the quality. Even today we could say he's brave as a lion, sneaky as a snake, cowardice as a hare. Why do we say that? Because this is kind of a quality that we are recognizing. And this ability of consciousness is being born in column 5 through the animals, via the animals. So column 5 relates to the development of consciousness. And so we will see a lot of brain pathology. But the pathology will be because there is split in the brain, in the female, the right side and the left side. Now, after the naming of the animals and their essence revealed, only then it was found that man is still without a partner, without a mate. Isn't it strange? Only after giving them name it was found. And so the whole journey of column 5 is the bumpy road of learning how to be in relationship and how to allow your brain to be in relationship. Your brain and your emotions, how to bring them together or separate. Me and the other, or the other is something outside of me, or maybe an other inside of me. So relationship and communications will be important themes in column 5. And this, the issue of relationship we will see in column 5 in every order. So when we start with the Rosales, we see that the Rosales, the Rose group, they yearn for relationship. They yearn for it, but this relationship cannot be fulfilled or maintained for long because of something inside of them, because the thorns they come with, the memories that come which doesn't let them be really intimate. So they are left with the deep longing for it. There's something they should talk about in the case, but somehow it is prevented. The Fabales, the legume group, are still in a baby stage, are still needing relationship in order not to become ill. But their pathology will often be because something disrupted the relationship around them. In the anacardiacea, the split is so strong, along with the rigidity which develops, that they might desire a relationship, but this split prevents them from having deep contact, and it is such a deep split that there is a split inside of them. And in the end, like in the conium family, the apiales, we will see that they tell you, no, I don't want relationship. No, I don't need relationship. But we have in conium ailments from abstinency. We know that it's harmed them, but they will tell you, I have no sexual desire. I don't need it. I didn't have it for 15 years. I'm fine. I'm good. So the hermit or a nun quality oftentimes will be seen in column 5. In all, the flow between the masculine and the feminine qualities is disturbed due to the overactive masculine. And this will lead to rigidity in the case, in the conduct. And it will manifest itself in various domains: physical, emotional, behavioral. So we see them, a lot of them in the rubric mind abusive to your spouse, to your friends, or censorious. Censorious is one of the main quality of column 5. They come to your clinic, and the first sentence they have to tell you is, why is that not so and so and so? Why did you cut your hair is parted like that and not like that? Well, Israelis will say that. Why, or just straighten something on your table, showing subtle displeasure with your clinic. I mean, of course, it depends on the culture, but criticism is there. It's about otherness. Column 5 is about otherness, the other time, otherness within me. My emotions are something other to me. What do I do with that? What do I do with this screaming bundle inside of me? Let's sit on it. That will be the best solution. It is something other. That's not me. This part that wants to cry, that's not me. This is something other. And that's how the patient comes to you.